Hello Cruising World, Mick the Suit Guy with you. It's Monday, and Monday is Tips Day. And this week we are somewhat honoured because finally my wife Julie has sent me her virgin tips that I've been asking for a very, very long time. I did tell her I was recording, so when I say wife, I use the word, loosely, because she said, and I quote, "Don't make too much fun of me." I replied, "I promise not to," in inverted commas. And she said, "Well, I won't help you anymore." So I think she's a little bit worried about how this might go. But if they're good tips, I shall be nice. Everybody knows that. We have waited a long time, and she has sent me 14. And as always, I've not read them. They're in very small print. So I should have made the font bigger when I printed it, but I didn't, and I'm not doing it again. So we got 3 weeks worth here. And for those that know me, I am having some facial zap nerve issues, and it's hitting me today. So if I pause at any time in this video, do not panic. It's not bad editing. It's just getting over a hit. In fact, I'll give you an example in this first video. Every time I go like that, it means I just got a zap. So we'll do this. All right, Virgin Voyages tips from Julie. Number 1. You can book reservations for the included specialty restaurants on the app 45 days before sailing. That explains why she was asking me earlier how long in advance of the cruise on Virgin can you book your reservations. It's a tip I gave her. A tip within a tip. I will start that again. You can book reservations for the included specialty restaurants on the app 45 days before sailing, brackets 60 days if you are a rock star. If you don't get the reservations you want via the app, once you get on board on the first day, they will have some areas set up to make reservations. They do hold some reservation spots for booking on the ship. The locations of the restaurant reservation desk and hours will be listed on the app. You can see activities on the ship before boarding. Some things will change and move. Oh, hang on. I went on to number 2 already because I blocked off number 2 with my thumb. Let's end that at the locations of the restaurant reservation desk and hours will be listed on the app. That's where it's supposed to end. I'm having a bit of trouble, as you might see by the number of times I'm putting my finger in the air. But it's a manageable zap. If you had this for the first time, you'd be freaking out. But I'm used to it. So it comes and goes. They're like boom, gone. They're not long-lasting ones. That's when you have a problem. So yes, on the reservation, if you don't know this on Virgin, and I don't know if Julie included it elsewhere, if she did, I apologize. There is no main dining room. There are only 6 restaurants. So you have Italian, Mexican, a vegetarian that has meat options, a steakhouse, a thing called the test kitchen, which is like a surprise menu, but they give you one ingredient. And that used to be the same one the whole time. Now they've got 3 different menus, so it can differ. And also a Korean barbecue. So basically what you do is you go on 45 days before. If you're on a 5-day cruise, you pick which 5 you want to book, and then you do your best to get the times you want. But the earlier you get on there and do it, the more chance you have of getting your times. Like if you want 7 o'clock, good luck, because everybody's going to be trying to get that. So it's one of those ones, it's like kind of like a Southwest thing where you'll be up at midnight trying to make your reservations. I do remember we were on a cruise recently. It was like a special 2-day charter cruise just for travel agents. And they did say on that one that they were going to be doing away with that and doing something different, but they haven't done it yet. So hopefully that will change. But right now, yes, 45 days before, 60 days if you're a rock star, you make reservations in the restaurants. And you can go twice to the same restaurant if you want, but not until you get on board. So, so it's advisable to get them in advance. I did have a client one year, and it was around about Christmas, and they simply could not get into the restaurants at all. They had to end up going into the food court most nights. So it is definitely recommended you do that. And I don't know if Julie's covered all that further along in these, but, I don't know. Anyway, so we'll call that, I'm going to grade her tips out of 10. And not knowing if she readdresses it, I'll give that a solid 6. because she should have explained that there's no main dining room and stuff like that. If she did, I'll come back and give it a higher mark. Number 2, she's going to hate me. She already does. I can see it now. She'll be watching this and she'll be making comments on the video. That's why I'm getting these zaps now, because I'm worried what she's going to say, and they're coming thick and fast. Number 2, which I started earlier, you can see activities on the ship before boarding. Some things will change and move around, but it is nice to get an idea of what you will experience. And I will just add to that slightly. I'm not being nitpicky, Julie. I am not on this one. I'm just explaining because you didn't say where you would see them, and you will see them on the app. So it is nice to know that. And this happens on some other cruise lines as well. I remember it was the same when we went on Virgin. Actually, pretty much every cruise line except Carnival gives you some idea of what is going to happen before you get on board the ship. Now, bear in mind, you can't take that for granted. It will probably change, at least some of it. It does when you get on board on Carnival. They have it, the hub constantly updates itself. But it is nice to go on in advance and see what they are. And I'm sure Julie's going to cover the shows, so I won't go into that right now. And I'll probably forget to cover it again if I do. But I'll just say, I'm going to predict what she's going to do. She's going to put a comment on there with the shows to book them as soon as you get on board, because they're going to sell out. So if you know there's certain shows on board you want to book, as soon as you get on the ship, get in line and book them, because they will sell out, because their theatres aren't as big. That was a bigger one. When I said big, I got a bigger one, as they are, that's what she said, on other ships. Anyway, all right. Number 3. So, I don't think I need to say anything else on that. Good tip, Julie. How's that? I'm going to grade that one a solid 7 out of 10, because you didn't say where you would see the activities. If you'd used that it's on the app, which kind of leads you to think that, but it's not. You didn't say it, so I'm being picky. I'll give you a 7. I would have given you an 8. Certainly not 10, because everybody can improve, right? That was a big. I'm suffering for that. Number 3. Gonna pause for a moment there. That was I deserved that one, I think. All right, number 3. We're gonna do 4 this week, and then we're gonna do whatever. Because I need a break from this, because this is getting bad. Number 3. Virgin Voyages is definitely heavy on using the app. For example, all the debarkation timing selection and info is through the app, and you never get a letter on your bed a few nights before with debarkation times, where to go, what food spaces are open, etc. This is all on the app. Or you can go to Sailor Services. I'm going to add that if you want to get that information too. But that is correct, and that is one of the things I kind of don't like about Virgin. They do force you to use the app a lot, and they don't give you much information on board. And I don't want to be pause. That's a pause right there, everybody. Trigeminal neuralgia. If you haven't seen these videos before, look it up and you'll see what it's like. I'll tell you what it's like. It's like it's not fun. No cure. It either goes away or you have it for life. Ooh. Yeah, so we'll just leave that one there. I won't go into that. You can make your own mind up on that one. They don't give you much information unless it's on the app. And we're going to give that one a solid 8. That's a good one. But, I do wish they would give you more info than that in the room. There's no announcements, hardly nothing. I know we went on a cruise once on Virgin, and it was only a 5-day cruise. In that 5 days, there were 5 announcements. 3 of them were to do the muster drill. One of them was that we were about to leave, and there was another one, but there was a emergency on board. So there would have really only been 4. And I remember we were in port. It was in Bimini, and we were like, "Can we get off yet?" There wasn't even an announcement that you could get off the ship. It was on your app apparently, but you had to work it out otherwise. So yeah, they are very reliant on the app. And if you don't have a phone, or you don't want to use your phone when you travel, probably best not to go on Virgin. All right, one more this week. The life of trigeminal neuralgia. Last one this week. You can chat with Sailor Services, their customer service, online via the app versus standing in line. It is wonderful. And I was even able to use the chat services while sitting in my beach chair poolside at Bimini Beach Club to get an issue resolved. Isn't that wonderful? That is a good thing. That is a good thing. So there's like usually only 2 or 3 people in there on the Sailor Services. They call it Sailor Services. And, can take a while. You could be in line for a long time. You can do it by chat. Wonderful thing. So I'll give that one a solid 9. See, I haven't given you less than a 6. I wanted to, but I don't want to be that mean. So yeah, because remember on there with their Wi-Fi and stuff, it works on Bimini. Bimini is their private beach club. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you watch my video on it. It is a wonderful, wonderful thing that they do there. And yes, you do get free food from them, and it is wonderful food. And yes, you can use your drink. There's no drink packages on Virgin as such. At least not right now. Who knows what that might change to in the future. But you have a bar loot, bar cash, whatever you want to call it. That was 3 in a row. And you can use your balance on board on the Bimini if you want to. So you can order a drink and charge it to your account on board is what I'm saying. And if you have money, it will come off that. Bar cash is like onboard credit or bar loot. And if you buy like $200, they'll give you $25 bonus, and so on. The more you buy, the bigger bonus they'll give you. So there isn't a drink package as such, but that's how they do it. And I apologize if Julie mentions that later on, but I haven't read them. And my thought process is, if she forgets, then I won't do it. Okay, that'll be about it while I turn off this spam call that I got. I always get spam calls in the afternoon about this time. So that'll be 4 tips for this week. By the way, we are in red because this is the Virgin color. Unfortunately, I didn't have a spare red shirt. They're all either used for cruises we've got coming up, and I don't want to get them dirty. And if I do, I'll get in a lot of trouble. So you get a white shirt. But normally this would be a red shirt. That was my that was my penance. Trigeminal neuralgia. It's a wonderful thing. Basically, for those that don't know, there's nerves in the side of your head and they're just not meeting, and it's causing like a break in the neutral, as it were, if you understand electrics at all. I don't, is what I was told. And then, boom, you get an attack. And it's painful. All right, that's it for this week. Julie's tips. It is noticeable when I do Julie that I get more zap attacks. Oh, I should not have done that. That was a bad idea. Bad idea. Talk lower, Mick. Talk lower. I'm going to end it there. We're going to take a break. I'm going to come back in a few minutes and record week 2, because as you know, I'm going to do that anyway. But yeah, we need to take a break, everybody. This is a forced break. I hope you enjoyed Julie's tips. Oh, don't laugh. More coming in the upcoming. We've got at least 2 more weeks of this. Hopefully not 2 more weeks of hell. I'm going to go take a break and try and relax for a little bit. Stop this. Because sometimes if you rest up, it stops. Sometimes it doesn't. Anyway. Subscribe if you want to see me going through pain more often. Hit that little bell if you want to get notification when these videos come out. And don't forget, you can join as a member. Next to the subscribe button, there is a join now button. You can click on that. And if you do, you get early access to all my Saturday videos. So basically, every Monday, I do a tips video like this. Send me yours. It'd be wonderful. And I won't be as mean. I'm not being mean to Julie, I don't think. I don't think I'm being mean. Ish. Every Thursday I put out a cabin video, and every Saturday I put out a video like a ship tour or a port tour or something like that. And if you join as a member, you'll get early access to all my Saturday videos. With that, I will see you later, Cruising World. Well, thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. You'll get notifications when future videos come out. And also, you'll see to the left and right of me, there are some more of my videos you can watch. Also, you can join my lovely little channel here. Hit that join button next to the subscribe button on my main page. We have 3 different levels you can join at. And if you join at the highest level, I will name a suit after you. And every time I wear that suit, I'll have your name in the pocket. I will sing your name to the rafters, maybe even at karaoke.